Alright, welcome back. So we're going to do knitting with iron. Um, so we could take a different manager, get bridge building costs 20% lower, 80 plus thousand with early access to the Iron Duke, 100 plus thousand, and plus 10% goodwill. I think I'm going to go with the Iron Duke since that worked out pretty well for us.
In Central Europe, the blast furnaces are heating up. Talk of nationalization brings hope to some and fear to others. So don't assume anything, cause every turn hides a political ambush. The power belongs to the diplomat with the most iron. The German states need your help to see them through troubled times. So get the firebox a-burning and set the wheels a-turning. And watch your back.
Alright. So, it's the mid-1850s and Europe is struggling with social reforms, empire building, and industrialization. The independent states of Germany are no exception. In order to forge a strong alliance, you need to develop better interstate commerce with the introduction of a unified railway system. Your goal is to gain acceptance from as many German, denoted by the G, states as possible by connecting your railway to their territory. To earn bronze, you need to connect 8 states by the end of 1876, so 26 years. Silver for 9 to 10 states by the end of 1875, and gold with 11 plus states, including Bavaria, which is probably the hardest one, and 70 loads hauled in 1 year by the end of 1874. Alright, so we get the Iron Duke. No, please don't. Alright, so we start as the Prussian state. So Prussia historically was the largest of the German non-Austrian states that were in what will eventually become Germany. So if we take a look at the territories here. So starting off, we only have access in Prussia. The first page is all the states that aren't German, and then starting on this page is where the German states start coming in. So we need to have at least 8 to get bronze. Bavaria is going to be the hardest one, and that's just going to be a fact. So, I don't think we're going to really worry about getting access rights right away unless there's a specific town that we want to connect up. So to start off, we start off with a pretty pitiful little building in Stettin and a building in Berlin. So a good one to go to first is Poznan. So let's see. We may want to consider like getting an actual loan or something. Yeah, because we don't even have enough to actually build all the way over here. Just to kind of, help get us started. Last time I ended up not having to worry about loans, but I think this one, it's going to be important that we start strong. Alright, let's go ahead. Do that. We manage... Yeah, I think we go with a medium station for now. Okay. Meatpacking plant. Be a good next sort of thing to do. So I think we do want to go with the Iron Dukes, because they're pretty fast on open plains. Right, let's grab another Iron Duke. Have it go between Stettin and Berlin. That was the one that I set early on. I do like to set these things to red just so that they aren't completely bypass, or they're actually, you know, getting the loads that they need to get. Unfortunately, we can't quite get those connected up. So let's just go ahead and let the game run. Let's let it do it. Let's let it do its thing. Ugh. This has a paper mill and a textile mill, neither of which are going to be all that helpful. Okay, thank you. Poznan, Lodz. All this area over here is part of Prussia at the moment, but it's basically modern-day Poland. We have 4 competitors. We have... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get to this said Genova, but Genoa is what I normally say. Hey, is that the... Okay, that was the Stettin one. Do we start working our way towards Magdeburg? Or do we... We cross this river right there. We can. It's expensive. Maybe we just hold off on doing that for now. Let's let the... Ooh, there's the Poznan one. Alright, never mind. Maybe we can go ahead and build... So thankfully, the benefit of building in northern Germany is that most of it is pretty flat. Since this is like the European plain or whatever. Let's do that. And from Berlin, this one's gonna have to... be like that. Berlin will eventually become much larger as we start pumping more and more into it. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that so that we can at least get some food into Berlin, or get resources into Berlin. This one's the Poznan one, right? Yeah, let's give that guy the priority. I do think long term, we want this. Yeah, whatever. Braunschweig will probably either Braunschweig or Hanover will probably be our first like target. Like this is EU4, and they're well, to be fair, we have been like playing in this area in that game as well. Right, okay. I completely forgot that. Oh, this place does have water and stuff. So that train was coming from Poznan, so we probably need to get some water. At least water. Oh, we don't have enough money. Never mind. When we have enough money, we'll need to put some water in Poznan, since that's pretty far away. I think we'll be fine. Should have 3 loads coming in here very shortly. I think water increases, like the having no water increases the chance that you'll your train will break down or something. Come on. Alright. 7 for 1. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, unfortunately we are starting to hit that point where darn it, didn't pick up the extra house. Starting to get to that point where we don't have enough of what we're looking for in Berlin, because everything's, you know, going between those two. All right. That's fine. We maybe try and get access rights to, assuming that's, what's that? Brunswick. No. Probably need to just, like, do a quick check, see who is relatively cheap. Bavaria is not going to be cheap. I mean, most of these aren't too bad. Westphalia, pretty expensive. That's, this one? No? Where is he? Oldenburg? I thought Westphalia was, like, over in here. Okay, right here. This guy. That one's actually pretty cheap. That, I mean, that's a relatively big state as well, with Dresden, yeah. And all these, cattle farm. I don't know. Let's let the game run for a minute. Need to, since we paid back that loan, we don't have quite as much money now. We're just kind of waiting for trains to get enough cargo to go somewhere. Fortunately, Berlin just does not have a lot in it. Let's go ahead, get a water tower over here. Do we maybe go for the extra stuff? Yeah, I think so. Same in Berlin, since Berlin is... Okay, Berlin does have a few things. Telegraph poles, large restaurant. Alright. Come on. Come on, trains. Okay, one of them's leaving. Good. We will want to upgrade this when we have the money. It's like this one's going and this one's leaving Berlin. Excellent. And this one is the town with the dairy. Now, I think it's just own access rights, right? We don't actually have to earned with 8 states by the end of 1876. Yeah, I think it's just have the access rights. I don't think you necessarily have to build in to their territory. But I could be wrong on that. Unfortunately, this would not technically count as being connected to Dresden without losing something else, which is unfortunate. I think we do buy access rights to Saxony, as long as we can afford it still. They haven't changed their mind that they hate us. Saxony, yeah, let's purchase access rights. Alright. How do we want to do this? We want to do something like that, maybe? Oh, that would actually connect. So, it is expensive. Today, Saxon officially gives its support to you and the future German Empire. Alright, so yes, I think you do have to actually build inside the province. Let's buy an extra Iron Duke. Go from Dresden to Berlin. So, let's grab... that stuff. Take. Back. So I imagine we're probably going to split this up into 2 actual trains. Oh, we did miss that coal. Oh well. Coal's not that big of a deal early on because we don't have steel just yet. But yeah, that would have been kind of nice to have gotten. The big thing, though, were these 3 cattle here. And I personally wanted to be connected to Dresden directly because that being actually connected to the city will mean that we can at least we're technically bringing stuff to the city, so we're actually making some money from bringing stuff. I am going to... I'm going to put a customs house I definitely wanted to upgrade Berlin sooner rather than later because it's such an important city in here, and I think it's very necessary to have a large one, large a mincing my words here, a large station in our main city. Fortunately, Magdeburg does not have any cattle farms. I'd like to take it to Brunswick, aka Brunswick. Alright, let's turn the speed down. Let's decide what we want to do next. We want to go ahead and buy another access right somewhere. So nearby we have Mecklenburg, Schwerin, which that's Mecklenburg, I'm assuming. It's actually not too bad, but there's not really a lot up here. Holstein, Hanover, Oldenburg. So for this achievement, the only things that count are ones that are technically German. So anything denoted by the G. So connecting with Austria, France, the Netherlands, that doesn't count. So just keep that in mind. Brunswick. Let's see here. Brunswick. Yeah, let's purchase rights into Brunswick that we can start connecting more of these little guys. I think we really only need a medium. Excellent. Brunswick steps in line with our march to victory. Excellent. Probably go ahead, buy roundhouse, sanding water. Basically everything. See, when you join us, you get your stuff developed. Don't you want that? Came from like... Yeah, let's do that. Fortunately, we can't quite buy another train. I like doing this because it kind of helps cut down on turnaround times and stuff. And especially with Dresden looking like it's going to be a big cattle hub, I want to make sure that those cattle are getting over here where it's worth a lot of money. I would definitely like a water tower for sure. I don't know how necessary sand is going to be up here because of how flat it all is. So let's do that. So let's just take 5 cattle, take 5 food, Magdeburg. Back to Dresden. We should definitely go ahead and double track that, just so there's no issues with trains getting on and off. Foreign track. What is this? 0% foreign track. That's interesting. Make that one a priority. Yeah. See how much money that cattle is worth? Very, very happy I did that. I mean, you could probably... Ooh, what is this? You've struck a deal with the Baldwin Locomotive Works in the United States. They've agreed to sell you 44 Americans if you pay the initial tariff and import taxes. Cost is 1,000K or 100,000 to get purchasing and delivery rights. Will you pay for the opportunity to buy that locomotive? Um, wish I knew how good the American was. So I think I'm going to put a cut in here and look that up, see if it's better than our Iron Dukes. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.